Hi everyone, welcome again to Tarot with Anne-Marie, where we are combining cards as we always do on Tuesdays. We are looking at fusing cards together so we can build up the story and the interpretation of the art of tarot reading with some really nice, simple techniques. And it's about being able to fuse a Major Arcana card with a Minor Arcana card, which is my signature technique and how I read. The Wheel of Fortune, fabulous card. And what does it bring when we fuse it with the sword family? So we're going to do some examples of various suits and what they mean. If we get the Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Swords, it's a bit of our opposites, really, isn't it? Let's just concentrate, as we have been doing, with the question that somebody is asking. Can you tell me about my work? They'll tell me what's happening and how's it going to actually turn out. So, Wheel of Fortune is showing this person opportunities. And for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to say that we are looking at this person in their physical self. And what that means is we're looking at them and what's going on around them. Now, there's so many different parts in this spread that I teach on the courses, where we can look at other people, we can look at the obstacles, we can look at where they're at, and if they keep going, what's going to happen. And that can be they progress and grow, but in which areas. And that's what this method does. It will tell you where they progress, if they progress, or where it may go pear-shaped from them or from others. So for tonight, we will keep to just them and where they are right now, and if they carry on, what is it likely to lead to? So I'm looking at one position out of 22 positions that comes up if you were to read my method with the advanced course. If you are confused, remember not being able to actually see all of the cards, which would confuse you even more. I will bring on a map at some point, but not yet. We're just getting there. We have the fact that this is a pair that tells us that the Three of Swords, and you look at it and you go, oh, crumbs, it's all going to go wrong. No, not at all. Okay? And this is the art of, and it's not about being too positive. It's actually about what are you getting and how do you interpret this. The Three of Swords is a card from the past. Something from the past happened and it caused them heartbreak. So it doesn't mean this is the prediction of what is to come. The Three of Swords, it's happened. What's happened in the past? It was a nightmare. It was heartbreaking, it was difficult, and it was awful. But whatever this was, there was nothing physical in what was actually happening. It was all the mental process, because we are looking at them and we are looking at the past, and the past comes because we've got Three of Swords. Based on the past, you know that opportunities just didn't work out so good. And it wasn't good for you mentally. You didn't like that. So you've got to think about that and look at the Wheel of Fortune, which is what you have now. The Three of Swords is gone, but you're thinking about it. So if you think about it, we all hear time and time again that people that succeed because they learn through what goes wrong. They are given the opportunity for it to go pear-shaped, for it to actually cause stress. And this would be stressful. And it's the mind. There is nothing physical, even if it's in their physical position. It means mentally it's affecting them. So mentally you can be churning, can't you, in your mind? It doesn't mean that it's something physically happening. And this is where people get very confused. So I hope that you understand that the Three of Swords is not a prediction card ever about what's going to happen. It's actually about what has happened and you are thinking about it. It is a card of the past. Someone could say influence of the past is going to kibosh this. You've got the opportunity. Wheel of Fortune can go in your favor. If you work and navigate what went wrong in the past, you can say, there's many different ways of doing this, but when I went that way, if I repeat that, I know the outcome's not so great. And so what you've got to do is actually look at the fact that navigating and going forwards, lessons learned from the past could be a great opportunity for you this time, mentally, to not repeat that, to go another direction, and to have enlightened yourself into what's next. Ah, Carla, you saw it. You found the birth chart calculator on the website. Yes, everybody. Tarot is fused very much with astrology. And the Wheel of Fortune doesn't actually have an astrological association, it has a planet. Does anybody know which planet the Wheel of Fortune is associated with? Yeah, I'll leave you with that for 1 minute. If you know your planets and you know your astrological associations, you are going to be in a position to be able to put far more nuanced or depth or meat on the bone meaning based on what you have in front of you, without you feeling, oh gosh, where's my psychic or my intuitive side? Where's my guides? Where's this? In a way, I would describe myself as a technical reader. And that doesn't mean that I don't use intuition. It means that I look at it technically and then the whole thing just fuses together for me. And that will happen to you. But in the beginning, I allowed just the technical side when I started actually fusing the system together. And this is a method that can help you go, it's not just about your psychic side, which will tell them what they should know. The client doesn't always want to hear that. They want to hear what they're asking you. I want to know about a career. Don't want to know about that. I want to know this. Can we stick to it? We've only got a short period of time. And this is a method that would do that. So where does the birth chart calculator come in? Let's have a quick whiz through this. So, made a wee video. So by going on to our birth chart, you can look at the glyphs, as the chart was showing you. If you click onto the actual part where it says chart and interpretation, it will give you a free printout like this that you can download, keep, save it to data, and it'll open up every time you put your name in, but you press on data. It's really helpful. The birth chart will help you. And so we might say to our person, what's your star sign? They'd say Pisces. And you might be seeing an awful lot of energy comes up in the cards that would make you think they're very grounded, very earth. So maybe Capricorn, maybe all of them, Taurus, yeah? So that's what you might say. Can we have a little look at your birth chart? It will tell us a little bit more. So it could be that their sun sign is Pisces, but all this earth that's coming up could be in their ascendant or in their moon, which makes perfect sense. Feel free to use that, look at others, do what you want with that, but make the most of it, and it will help you with the astrology part of things. You've got Taurus mum, Libra dad, Gemini brother, Cancerian sister, Aries husband, and you're a water sign. You've got plenty of variety there. Think about them. Connect what you know about them, how they react, how they respond. That's how this method works, and it will help you. It's a responsibility, and that's why I like the technical side. Let's take it into the cups. Wheel of Fortune and Two of Cups. I've chosen this one because I've made our actual question all about work. What it probably means is there are opportunities coming where you're really going to find that someone is really going to help you. And you're going to be on the same vibe. You're on the same emotional vibe. And therefore, the opportunities of growth for you as a person, that might be their confidence, that might be their giving advice, somebody that is really, really the right person at the right time, as it were, or is bringing out the best of me. You'd need to look at more cards, but it's the opportunity to actually have somebody that's really lovely, that's on the same emotional vibe as you. There is an attraction, but the attraction isn't always love. The attraction could be, I like you. I like your behavior. I like your moral compass. I like your empathy. I like the fact that you are productive, that you actualize. I like the fact that you hear me. There could be a romance at work, but we'd need to look at position in the spread of relationships and love and the influences of others and if there's any emotional or intentional or actualization from other people, you'd be able to build it up. There's a possibility. So you can't just say, we've got the opportunity here to meet soulmate, your twin flame, your other person, whatever. No, it doesn't mean that. It's so easy to do what the algorithm wants on these shorts and on all the social platforms to actually go, this card means this, and you're asking about blah, blah, blah. I'm thinking, gosh, that's brilliant. I'll pull that out and that'll really do it. There's so much more to it, so much more. And people want to believe that. Of course they do. And who are we to smash their dreams? But in accuracy, someone's asking you what's going to happen. If they were asking about love, I will go there for this question. It's the opportunity to be around someone that you really like. And you do like them, and emotionally you get them. And so you would need to look, if this came up in the 7th house, in the position of my spread, that would not be 7th position. It's much more complicated than that to somebody who's not looking at the spread. Really clear, and you can turn around and use your template, put your cards out, follow them out, and go, right. Even I, because there are 22 pairs on the table, a total of 44 cards, will go, hold on a minute. There are my 10 basic cards already out. I know exactly where that ends. It's there. And I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because I've got so many out. So if I'm looking at the 7th house, I just say, hang on, here we are. I've got it. 7th house here. If this came up in the 7th house, it's the opportunity to actually really like somebody and have feelings for them. And it's reciprocated. If this came up in the influences of someone else, you could say, somebody likes you. And do they love me? You've not got enough there. You would need to know that person's star sign, and then you would need to be really looking at them. And I would then say, do you want to reshuffle? And we'll look entirely at them. You'll be influenced here, but we'll look at them. And it's the intention of your question, and it's the spread that you're using, and it's the routine that you're using. You can find out. If you don't know your time of birth, and few of us do, few of us don't, if that's the case and you don't know, just set it to either midnight or midday. And the only thing that's going to be out is your ascendant, or some call it the rising sign. New blog on there this week, by the way. Thank you very much, Passionate Saji. And I have to say that you found the chart last week. I presume you're talking about the chart with the astrology. If you know and you start putting the pieces of the puzzle together. So if we only pulled 2 cards, we'll assume that we have, and the person has said, tell me about my future going forwards, and we get the Wheel of Fortune, this one. And it's, wow, you have got a lot here to actually be grateful for and thankful for, because you're getting the 9 of Cups, which emotionally says, well, you want more out of life. You're someone that's absolutely been given opportunities emotionally that you've been wishing for. It's a lucky card. And although you might have got your 9 out of 10, which most people wouldn't complain from, 9 of Cups is a very happy, lucky, desirable card, along with a fortune. Wonderful combination, opportunity to be lucky in matters of the emotional kind. But if we look at the 9 of Cups there, our fellow sits there with that blue curtain behind, and he's going, yeah, I need more. It's a need inside of me. I want it, and I want to know more. So Wheel of Fortune is saying that our person here is ambitious. And we're saying that as in a certain aspect. We're seeing it in them, as in their emotions. They're ambitious. They are driven. They want more. It's a need. It's a want. It's a desire. Wheel of Fortune and Ace of Wands, the opportunity for a new job offer because the Ace of Wands is a gift of action. It's also a gift of work. Fab. Absolutely fab. So Wheel of Fortune coming up here with Ace of Wands. You are being given the opportunity to actualize matters of work. There is growth here, new opportunity. And they might say, oh gosh, am I going to get it? You would need to look at the other cards. So let's just assume that we get to this. Wheel of Fortune and Five of Wands. All fives in the suits are struggles, difficulties, because you're midway. And we are now so far into it, going, this was going fine, and now I've got this. So let's say the person said, look at me at work, I've got the opportunity. The Five of Wands is something that's actually going on that they're doing. You might go, oh, it's other people, they're causing it. You've got the opportunity to actually work with other people, but there's going to be a bit of a power struggle here. And it's something that's actualized. It's not in the mind. It's showing you've got some problems going on with other people. You've got the opportunity here to actually grow from this. They might say, what do you mean? You've got the Wheel of Fortune and Five of Wands. It's probably a mock battle with yourself and what you're doing. Your actions and how it influences others is probably not going down that great. So you've got the opportunity to look at that. I hope that makes sense. And if we look at this person, it's them. They're the ones that's actually almost causing the hoo-ha, not getting on with people. There's obstacles. People probably find them a little bit challenging. Now, you've got to be careful how you actually deliver it. A little bit of sensitivity, a little bit of kindness. And it's like, you may have a few challenges with a few people around. Maybe what you've got the opportunity to do is work with them, hear them out, and maybe make them feel that they've been heard. And if you pick one thing and you work on that, I think they'll probably turn around and come around to your way of thinking somewhere along the line. So there's something in what you do, not what you say, not how you behave emotionally, but what you are doing. You're rubbing people up the wrong way, and things are not going smoothly. And who's the cause? We know the cause is the person having the reading. Why? Because I said it was in the position of the self. If we do another combination, let's say we get this one. So then again, same question. Hi, I want your reading. Can you tell me about my career? This is, you've got the opportunity for promotion. So look at the difference. Yeah. And it's really? And it's like, yeah, you've already set this in motion. How do we know we've already set it in motion? By their actions. Six of Wands, definitely action, progress at work. It is the opportunity. And Wheel of Fortune spinning in your favor, the planet of opportunity. Wonderful Jupiter. At this one, Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles. I just say, we've been offered something, haven't you? And they go, yes. How do you know? Ace of Pentacles, it's showing you've already got that opportunity. And if they say, I haven't heard you, it's like you will. Because Pentacles mean it's already manifested. So the suit, pay attention to the suit. Look at what you are being told technically. Is it what the client is thinking? Or if you're the client, is it what you're thinking? So you're reading for yourself. And people say, I can't read for myself, I'm not impartial enough. With this method, you absolutely can read for yourself. You are being told in black and white, if you know your cards and you've learned your cards meaning, and of course we're all learning, go and learn that technique. I am all about the courses that have been designed for you to have a professional career, so that if you needed to do a day job and wanted to be able to say, look, that's it. I really want to do the spiritual work, and I need it to actually be my bread and butter because I want to do it full time. And of course, you have to live and pay your bills. So you have to be in a position where you're absolutely sure that you know what you're doing. It's about the fact that you can actually deliver for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever platform you're working on. Most people wouldn't really in person want less than half an hour. Most people on platforms There are those that want 5 minutes, yes or no's. There are lots of platforms like that. But mostly they're 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. And then you are able to, that makes more sense because you as the reader, imagine you're doing 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. You're constantly picking up lots and lots of very fast energy. And it might be easy to be with one person for an hour. If you've got one client for an hour, you've got 5 clients. And I always say, it's not how long you're working for, it's who you're working with. And you are less frazzled. I'm just saying there's a possibility. Do you see? Then there are people like a client of mine who says, oh gosh, I only want to do it on Etsy and do one card. And that's me. And it's, oh, I've got 150 this morning. It's like, but you're starting a day job at midday. You've got 150 people and they're not going to be satisfied with just what you're saying. They're going to keep coming back in here. Yeah, they do. He said, they annoy me for a week. And I said, but you're allowing that. You've got to say to them, if that's what you're doing, you have that and no more messages. That's the end. If you want to ask something else, it's another transaction. It's another, taking your time. It's a natural fact. And he worked out the natural fact. He's probably giving them an hour, spread over 3 weeks, and charging them £1 for one card. Look, whatever you want to do. Yeah, and we all test the waters. You can do it on social media if you want, or go and work for a company. What I'm saying is I had a company, so I know the standard that's needed, and that's what these courses do. They lead you to a career so that if you want to, that's what you can do. So my point is, even when I started my own company, I only went part-time. I'd finish my day job and I'd do 2-3 hours. And I worked weekends with my other job through choice, so people covering it then. And yeah, I made the transaction and the transition very slowly, even though I owned the company. I wasn't prepared to go full-time straight away. Reading tarot is all about bringing the forensic pieces of the puzzle together. It's not about simply holding up a card, whack, and going, that's what I've got, that's what it means. Ace of Pentacles, you're going to get money. It can mean money. Yes. Wheel of Fortune, there is links to money. But the link to money, for me as a reader, I can tell you, I will be looking in the house of finance, the second house within the spread, not the second position, of course. We have got this one, Wheel of Fortune and Four of Pentacles coming up for them. They're asking about work. Well, you will hold on to your job. I feel that you've got the opportunity here. So perhaps they're worried about work and they're worried that what's their security like? Here it's the opportunity to hold on to what you've got. So there is nothing scary, nothing there that would make you feel that in any way that this person was about to lose their job of any kind. And they might say, no, I was looking for the fact that I want to move up the ladder, and it's actually looking like you're going to stay where you are for a while. Yeah? But holding on to what you've got now. All right? The ambition, you would need to work through the reading to see the progression of what that might bring. Wheel of Fortune, 7 of Pentacles. You can afford to actually spread your wings a little bit here. You're doing really well. Everything at work is actually really growing for you. And you need to pick one certain area of what you're doing and invest in that. Let's say that would probably apply to somebody who is, I don't know, maybe nursing is a good one to pick. I joined in all aspects of nursing, and what comes about is the opportunity for them to pick the one, even though they're good at all of them. Which one do you really like? Which one's dear to your heart? This is the one to actually go with. You've got the opportunity to really do well because you've made it happen in all areas. Thank you always for your support. Really appreciate it. Till next time, everybody. Bye.